if any of you guys want these Deaf Bonces, these MF12Rs, machetes, 1200 watts RMS, just let me know. You can just pay for the shipping and I'll ship them out to you. And maybe you can get them to sound better than I did. So yeah, I'm giving these away. Let me know if you guys want them. Pay for shipping and I'll ship it right to you. These are the boxes that they'll come in. This is the one box I'll ship them in. I suspect there'll be maybe $70 some to ship. Just let me know and we'll make it happen. That DS18 speaker that I have installed in the rear of the Jeep, that thing screams. I think it's about 200 watts RMS, and it enhanced my highs and mids a whole lot. I mean, it brought the sound out. I wish I could install 2 of them, but unfortunately, I'm gonna be taking that out and replacing it with a Deaf Bonce Apocalypse mid-range speaker, the AP-M81SE. I'm gonna be taking that one out and putting one of these in. Now these sold in pairs. They sold in pairs, which is the reason why I didn't buy them in the first place. The DS18, they sold them in by the ones. But since the rest of my mids and highs, or the mids, are Deaf Bonce, I wanted to go ahead and replace that 8-inch with a Deaf Bonce 8-inch. And I suspect it's gonna sound really good. Now the only thing is, this speaker here is 170 watts RMS. The speaker I have in there now is 200 watts RMS. So I don't think I'm gonna lose any quality. I don't think I'm gonna lose any loudness, but I just wanted to replace it with the DS18. And I'm gonna show you a picture. And I wanted to have everything Deaf Bonce when it comes to the mids. Now some of the highs, my highs, I have H-Yonker tweeters. One of my tweeters is audio control. I'm waiting for it to blow. I have a center dash speaker that is a kicker speaker, and I have 2 upper rear in my hatch or near the hatch that are audio frogs. And they are very small as well. And I forget the specs on those. But so my highs are different, but my mids are all the same except that one DS18 that's in the rear. And I'm gonna be changing just this out now. Here's the information on the back of it. See if we can get this a little closer. Turn it to the side of the light. 8-inch, 170 watts. Frequency response is from 110 to 10K. 4 ohms, and I have 2 of them. I have 2, but I can only install 1. I'm about to open this baby up and see what they look like. And this is my first time opening the box, and I've had these speakers now for a couple of weeks, but I just haven't had the time to install them. These things are huge. I'm gonna be taking out the other 8-inch and showing you side by side the differences. So this is the Sylvester. This is the Sylvester 8-inch. Basically the same speakers that I had in the rear doors, but in an 8-inch. What I have in there now are the Neos in the rear doors, but I had the Apocalypse Sylvesters before, 6.5s, and those are just pretty much, this is just those in an 8-inch, and they were loud, but I wanted them even louder, so I went with the Neos. And I didn't make a part 2 yet, but them things, oh my God, I had to turn them down. They were so loud and screaming. And so that's what you guys are hearing on camera. These Deaf Bonces are my mids, and these things sound as if they have tweeters on them. Somebody mentioned that they are full range, but mid-range, they deliver, and I really, really recommend these. So this is not an unfamiliar speaker. It's just the same speaker I had in the back, but it's in an 8-inch. So yep, this is it. I have 2 of them here. in case one blows or something like that. And I don't think it will because it shares a channel with the right speaker in my rear door. It shares a channel, so I'm sure I won't blow this speaker at all. So the model number, the model name is AP-M81SE. The size of this speaker is an 8-inch. The surround material is cloth. Cone material is pressed paper. Frame material is stamped steel. The magnet on these are ferrite, not neos. The power RMS rating is 170, max is 340. Voice coil is a 1.5 inch. Voice coil wire is CCA. The frequency response is 110 through 10,000. SPL is 95. Let's see what else. And that's pretty much it. All this other stuff, I don't even know what it means, but I'll show you here, everything I just read out. This is it here, the AP-M81SE 8-inch cloth material, pressed paper, stamped steel, ferric magnet, 170 watts, 340 max, 1.5 inch voice coil, CCA, 110 through 10,000. And that's the rest of the specs there. And yep, hopefully you can read it. All right, let's get this thing installed. Hopefully this is not a long video. I'm gonna try to cut it short, okay? There's a lot of steps, a lot of things I have to take out this vehicle just to change one speaker. So you gotta love this to be willing to do that for one speaker. All right, stick with it. Hey, while we're at it, let's go ahead and do the comparison from the 6.5 Sylvester to the 8-inch Sylvester and see if we can see the differences. Of course we can, right? All right, it's 6.5 and this is the 8-inch. Wow, 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 which do you prefer? I think I'm gonna go here. Yep, but as you can see, they're both Sylvesters. Both pretty much got the same magnet, which is ferrite. Just a bigger speaker, bigger than this one. Here's the back, both the Sylvesters. And side by side, the magnet is pulling this one, this magnet. Side by side, front, rears. Magnet is pulling each other. Yep, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. None of repelling, none of repelling. Yep, one more time, let's look at the front. 6.5, 8-inch. First thing I'm gonna have to do, and the easiest thing I'm gonna have to do, is to take this subwoofer box out. I'm glad that I can take this thing out, in and out like I want. So installing those amps on the back of this seat was the best thing I ever could have done. Because like I said, I am in and out with this box and system and speakers and all crazy crap all the time because it's never complete. It's never complete. So that is the first thing I have to do, and it's gonna be the easiest thing that I have to do. All right, and I got something to drink because you gotta be a madman to do what I'm about to do. I got the subwoofer box out. I got something to drink, some Disassembly mixed with Coke. As you can see, that's the 8-inch slot right there. It's where the DS18 is sitting. And you can't see it because of this grill. And this is for you Jeep owners. I remember I gotta take this screw out and basically just start popping the clips and take this off. But I'm gonna have to take this mat out. I have to take this other mat or cargo mat out here. And I think I'm gonna have to take this railing off. I'm gonna have to push those batteries back to get them off the mat as well. And we'll see what this speaker looks like as it's installed right there. Like I said, you have to be crazy to do all of this for one speaker. And I guess I am. I have the batteries pushed back. I'm about to take this mat out. Then I have to take the one underneath it out. So 1 second. All right, so let's remove this out. Easy peasy, easy peasy. far, easy. All right, we're gonna have to lift this up. And you see how that comes out. I didn't have to take that other part where the batteries are sitting at. I didn't have to take that off. So this other part comes out where I have the rubber mat sitting. Okay, this is where the spare tire is at. 1 second. Hey, so I always was referring to this amp as a kicker amp, but it's actually Kenwood. So that's that small amp that I'm always referring to in the other videos that I have running those 3 small speakers. And this is it. I have not had one issue out of any of those speakers that are connected to this amp. I set the gain, it was too high at one point because the speakers were popping. Turn the gain down, they're playing just fine. They haven't blown or anything. Now everything that's been connected to that 1000 over there, I've had issues with blown tweeters. I mean, I don't know how many tweeters I've blown at this point, probably 6. But yeah, that's that small 400 watt Kenwood amp, not kicker, Kenwood. I could have sworn I thought it was kicker, but it's not. So yep, that's connected back here, and it's running these small speakers that are, one is right there and one is right there. Okay, do they make a difference in loudness in my highs? If I didn't have them, it wouldn't make a difference, I don't think. But I wanted to exchange every speaker that I had out, so I did it. Now, my technician, he hooked this up at the shop, 901 Sounds in Memphis, Tennessee. He did this for me. I wasn't even going to even attempt to do that. So shout out to him. So yep, I got that cover off. Now it's time to see how we're going to get in here. So let's try to figure this out. So I am going to have to take these bolts out, one there and one here, and take this plastic piece right here off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. Unfortunately, I do have to take this off, and I'm probably gonna have to take that spare out, and maybe have to remove this plastic piece too, just to get to that one speaker. I told you it was a lot. I told you it was a lot. That's why I had to go ahead and grab that drink. Okay, 1 second. All right, have the bolts untightened. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this plastic piece. Okay. Put this over here. Other junk is at. Yes, I'm doing this all in one night. Sometimes I do my videos in a few days. Sometimes it takes me a few days to make a video. A 10-minute to 20-minute video, it takes a few days. Here go 2 more bolts I'm gonna have to remove. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. I told you guys this was a lot. So now, since I got those bolts moved, this moves freely. But in order for me to take this out, I'm gonna have to move the batteries even further back and move this piece here, that piece here, out the way. So I can take this whole entire thing out. And I also gotta take the spare out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. I realized at this point, gents, we're not even making videos anymore, we're making movies. So thank you guys for sticking along with me. But it looks like I'm gonna have to take the batteries out. And while they are out, I'm just gonna put them on a charger. Make sure they have a full charge. Once I put everything back in. So just remove one, I'm gonna remove the other one. And then put that one on a charger too. And yeah, we're not even making videos anymore, we're making movies. Like I said, thank you guys for always tuning in and commenting. I really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I don't get paid 1 cent from YouTube. At least not for now. at least not for now. So I'm strictly doing this for the love of it. Like I said, I'm just gonna let these charge until I'm done fooling around inside the vehicle. All right. Now I have to remove this piece. I'm just pull this up. Pull this up. Now I got this little cloth piece out. Also a plastic piece just covered by a cloth. Look at all of this just to get to one speaker. Spare tires out. Subwoofer box is out. These little cubby holes, they're in the back, is out. The mats are out. And we have a little bit more to go. Okay, so now that I have that carpeted piece off, I have to take that one screw out there, and it's gonna be another one on the other side. And once I do that, this whole entire piece here should just come on right out. Then I should pop this left plastic piece, and we should be able to get to the DS18. All right, okay. I got those two screws out. This should pop right on out. All right, so I'm hoping to just be able to pull this plastic piece out, and we can get to this speaker finally. All right, as you can see, this plastic piece is moving. Yep, there we go. There we go, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, at this point, I don't even know if I want to take it all the way off and just let it rest on my back like that. I don't know, but I kind of don't want to take the whole thing off. I'm sure I should have disconnected this before I pulled it apart. I hope I didn't break anything. I don't think I did. I don't see any pieces on the ground. So yep, let me grab the camera. So I'm just gonna remove this entire piece out my way. Then I don't have anything in my way preventing me from taking the speaker out. Anything that I have to hold back. Okay. So I told you this was a lot of work. You guys have to excuse me for this video being long, but as you can see, there's a lot of pieces and a lot of parts just to get to this one speaker. But we have made it finally. And that is it. That is the DS18. As you can see, it has a horn in the middle. So listening to this speaker by itself hurts. I mean, it hurts. But once you listen to the entire system together, it makes a lot of sense and it sounds really, really good. So I'm just gonna take this out and put the Deaf Bonce in its place. That's it. And I'm gonna give this speaker here to another Jeep owner that wants it. So let's go ahead and screw these out. Let's go ahead and take these screws out. You know what? These are not even Phillip. These are T screws. So let me find a T tool, a T head to get these out. I'm going to be using a T25 to get these out. see it's just falling right on out of there. So let me get a hold of this. All right, I finally have that speaker out. Oh my God. Oh, it's taking forever. It took me forever to get this one speaker out. As you can see, it took a lot of work. So thank you guys that tune into these videos. They're not easy, but this is the 8-inch DS18 that I'm taking out, that I took out. This is the back of the speaker. Very shallow mount. This is called 8-inch hybrid slim loudspeaker with 1-inch compression driver horn. So this is a compression driver horn. And that thing, oh God, it hurts. It hurts bad. But this is what I'm taking out. Very shallow. And this is what I'm putting in. Both 8 inches, both 8 inches. The magnet on here is a little bigger. It looks like about the same size, but it's a little bigger. This is heavier, and you can see the frame on here is a little bit bigger for this one. And this is very shallow mount, so you wouldn't have any issues installing this one. And this is 200 RMS and this is 170. Yep. Just want to show you guys both of them side by side. And these are it. And it's time to get the Deaf Bonce installed and to see how it sounds. So look at this mess here. This is ridiculous. Just to get to one speaker. Just to get one speaker in. Look at all this crap. Yeah. Man. All of this just to get to one speaker. I don't remember it being like this last time, but I do remember it being a lot of work. And yeah, it was. It was getting late last night, so I decided to just hold off until the morning. But that's a good thing anyway, because the only thing we have to do is screw it in. I do have to clip these off because the speakers have some different speaker terminals on the Deaf Bonces. Let me show you. Look at that. The magnet's so strong. I can't even pick this thing up. Okay, I don't have to pick it up. So there we go. There's some different connectors, so I'm gonna clip those off and put the new connectors on and tighten them down. And yeah, that's pretty much it, but it's a lot just to get to that one speaker. And look how messy those wires look. Oh God, my PTSD is going crazy. OCD is going crazy. I can't stand it. But yep, the batteries are fully charged. Just need to get that one speaker in and we can do a sound test. Speaker is installed and it's ready to go. Let's see how this bad boy sounds. I usually play my radio or CD player or head unit at 23, but for instructional purposes, we're gonna put it at 18. Let's go.